So guys, there's only one silver lining about this moment that we find ourselves in, and that's that you are definitely 100% not alone. The reaction that I'm seeing from so many corners is heartening. So we're still looking at these town halls where the Republican politicians are just getting reamed. I mean, everybody, independents, Democrats, Republicans, there's not a single sympathetic voice in there because I think people understand what's currently going on, both with Trump's fascism and the robber baron coup led by Elon Musk and the destruction of the social safety net and the imperialist warmongering. And so this is the only positive thing that I've seen. So I got a couple videos here for you. Let's start with this one. This one is Chuck Edwards Town Hall in Asheville. There were 1,770 people in line for a space that holds about 400 people. I mean, this is off the charts, right? This is like the energy out there is off the charts, and people are just absolutely fed up. All right, so here we go. Let's watch. Look at this. These are all the people. Look at this line. And look, a lot of these people probably know I ain't fucking getting in there, right? It's like the Bernie anti-oligarchy tour where he has the room packed, then he has an overflow room, then he has an overflow to the overflow, and then in some instances he has an overflow to the overflow to the overflow. This is for a rando congressman's town hall. Now, by the way, Mike Johnson came out the previous week, as we all know, and what did he say? He's like, hey man, just don't do the town halls. And he lies and says, oh, it's George Soros, bro. These are George Soros protesters. These are organized by the left. My ass cheeks. In fact, many of these rooms, you look around and everybody's 78 years old and white, right? The key demographic for Republicans, and they're furious. So as you can see, this video goes on. I mean, I'll cut it off here, but this keeps going. This is just one example. All right, so now let me show you some of the questions that this guy was peppered with. Look at this one. Here we go.
Do you support the annexation of Canada and or Greenland? And this is a yes or no question. I don't want you to wander off into the woods. I don't want to hear about your latest week in your office. Okay, so I'm trying to get your opinion on this as a yes or no. Do you support Trump on annexing Canada or Greenland? And do you like the way he treats the premier or the president of Canada, calling him governor? Is that the way you do as a diplomat? Is that the way the United States should act to our closest neighbors?
This fills me with hope. This fills me with hope. I mean, this guy is straight out of Central Casting, looks like a Trump supporter. He's literally wearing a red fucking hat, right? He's like 80 years old. And he's like, hey, fucking asshole, why are you warmongering with Greenland? Why are you warmongering with Canada? An 80-year-old white dude wearing a red hat at a Republican town hall, and he sounds like me. Like me.
And I've still got a little more time. Do you enjoy the way he's tried to extort minerals from the Ukraine? Do you like bullying people that need your help?
Oh, I love this. Oh, he's so right. Look, I was pulling my hair out because I felt like I was one of the only people making this point. Trump was demanding from Zelensky 50% of basically all of Ukraine's wealth from now until forever. 50% of your ports, 50% of your minerals, etc. This is economic colonization. Again, you're rolling the clock back to 1800 style shit here. Colonization, imperialism, and everybody was acting like this was some normal. Oh, they're working on a deal. Working on a deal? This is fucking like East India Company type shit. And here you have, again, a guy who looks like he's straight out of Central Casting from MAGA. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You go for kicking the guy when he's down? Do you support Trump in these things? And this is a yes or no.
The no's in there. Let me answer the first one. And then there was one that really stuck out that I'd like to also answer. I believe your first question that you wanted yes or no is, do I support annexing Greenland and Canada? The short answer to that is no, I do not.
They're terrified. These Republican politicians are terrified. By the way, they are all a complete and utter rubber stamp for Trump on fucking everything. But we have a goal. We have a mission. These people right now are scared of the MAGA base, and they're scared of a couple mean tweets from Trump that can ruin their career and ruin their lives. They need to be more afraid of us. They need to be more afraid of the resistance. They need to be more afraid of the people who are anti-Trump than they are of Trump and MAGA, right? And this is the first indication I've seen yet. They're getting there. They're getting there. Because for all he knows, he's saying this, he's afraid, oh, Trump's going to hear that and he's going to come after me or something. Lightweight, Chuck, whatever your name is, shouldn't be in MAGA, we're going to primary you. They're afraid of Elon Musk dumping tens of millions of dollars into their race so that they lose. And still, he was put in a position, he has to be like, no, I don't support that.
There was another question in there. I think it was, do I support a deal, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit, a deal with Ukraine in obtaining minerals and helping the United States taxpayer recoup the $140 billion or so that we've sent over there? The answer is yes, I do support that.
Split the difference. So in other words, he's like, I do support economic colonization of an ally of ours where we steal 50% of their wealth forever, but I don't support the Greenland thing. No, we need to bully their asses into agreeing on all fronts. Again, they need to be more afraid of us than they are of them. That's the bottom line. But again, I got another one for you here. So this is another... or is this the same town hall? I don't know. I can't tell if that's the same guy. It doesn't matter. But here, a veteran is going to take this guy to fucking task.
You're lying. I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me. Hey, shut the fuck up. You don't get the fucking union to us. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take our health care. Get off of me. You don't get to do this to us.
God bless this guy, man. God bless this guy.
So to be clear, I deeply value the contributions that
Just to be clear,
make
bullshit, and you're not
Quiet down.
every day
Let him speak. Let him speak.
services. For example, folks at the National Weather Service
are fired.
More of this. I'm going to play it one more time and read it for everybody, because if you're not watching this and you're listening to it like podcast style, you didn't see everything he said. I'll read it out for you this next time. But more of this. More of this. I want this all over the country nonstop. We might just save the country yet if this is the energy that we bring. All right, one more time.
You're lying. I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me.
I think you heard that part. I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
You're talking, shut the fuck up. And then he goes on to say, you're taking away my Social Security. Screaming, fuck you. I will not sit down. I will stand the fuck up. It's my goddamn right. You don't get to fucking do this. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take away our health care. Get off of me. All these cops now surround him. You don't get to do this to us. So now you have the audience screaming because the cops are removing him. They're screaming, he's a veteran. And the guy's screaming, fuck you at the congressman. You're pulling out a veteran, the audience is screaming. And by the way, just so everybody understands, it's very clear based on the context and when people started clapping, they are clapping for the veteran. They are not clapping because the veteran is getting removed. They're screaming saying, you're pulling out a veteran, he's earned the right. He's earned the right to speak. He has served this country, somebody screamed. You don't get to do this. You didn't stand up for us. The guy screams, fuck you at the cops. The veteran screams, fuck you at the cops for removing him. Somebody screams, what happened to free speech? Yes! Oh, injected in my veins. I've been in the wilderness for a long time, bro. I'm a lefty, and I've been screaming, we're the real believers in free speech. Because the first people they come to crack down on are the people who are questioning the system, questioning the power structure. Who questions the system? Who questions the power structure? It's the left. The left does it. And you're seeing now why free speech is the most important thing ever. They're deporting pro-Palestine students for simply protesting Israel's genocide, right? They're kicking veterans out of a town hall because he was yelling at the congressman.
Be clear, I deeply value the contribution.
Now, of course, the congressman bullshitting. I deeply value the contributions that federal employees make.
Clear, you're bullshit and you're not.
Somebody screams, you're bullshit and you're not fucking telling the truth. Guys, they are furious. They are pissed because they see what's happening. The reason that veteran is screaming is why? Well, he said Social Security is a big part of it, right? Taking away healthcare is a big part of it. The Republicans passed a budget in the House that cuts Medicaid $880 billion. They're cutting the VA. They're firing people at the VA. That's veterans' healthcare. They're firing disabled veterans. They're firing tens of thousands of veterans. They're taking a sledgehammer to our entire government, the entire administrative state and regulatory state. We got a story coming up in a little bit. They're literally taking Social Security from people they say are dead, but the people are not dead. Everybody sees through it. This is a robber baron coup. And they're saying, fuck you to the 99%, including veterans and everybody else. We're all in the same bucket now, bro. We're all there. And so people are finally standing up. And again, it's heartening to me that when you look at this room, it looks like a room that would, demographically speaking, most likely support MAGA. And they're fed up. They're fucking done with it. And they are lashing out. And this is the energy that we need. Everybody's got to have this energy. That's the only way. That's the only chance we have to save this fucking country, is if everybody gets on board with this shit. So I love it. Shout out to that veteran. Shout out to everybody in that town hall, because that town hall was rowdy, and they were very, very fucking clear where they stood, that they're not taking Elon's bullshit. They're not taking this anarcho-capitalist garbage. They're not going to sit by while the anti-scam police gets destroyed and the Department of Education gets destroyed, and they fire the people who oversee our nuclear weapons and keep us safe. And they cut pediatric cancer research and fire air traffic controllers. And I mean, you guys know the list is horrifying. Horrifying. And everybody's waking up. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.